Good afternoon, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for September 3rd, 2014, Wednesday afternoon, 4:52 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. Nice and sunny day. Highs in the 80s, low humidity. The humidity is gonna creep up again the next few days. We might make another run at 90 before the cooler weather comes in. Next week will be below average temperatures, highs in the 60s and 70s. And winter's coming and fall's coming. And also, some news to report. Actress comedian Joan Rivers is out of intensive care at a New York City hospital and moved to her own private room. Joan Rivers had some complications of throat surgery last week, and she was put in a coma, and she was on life support, and there was rumors about her passing, but she's coming back better and hopefully a full recovery by Joan Rivers. Prayers to her family. And that's about it on the news. My next subjects are my weekly NFL predictions. This is a new thing for me. For the next 17 weeks, I'm going to predict every single NFL game there is. And we're going to start off with the Thursday night game, Green Bay against Seattle, 8:30 on NBC. I think the Seahawks are going to beat the Packers by the score of 35-21. And here's the Sunday games. The first Sunday game is the early games. Minnesota against St. Louis, 1 p.m. on Fox. I think the Vikings are going to beat the Rams by the score of 20-17 by a late field goal. Also, 1 p.m. game, this will be on CBS. Buffalo against Chicago. I think Chicago's going to beat Buffalo by the score of 27-17. Another 1 p.m. game, this one will be on Fox, Washington and Houston. I think the Texans will beat the Redskins by the score of 24-10. The next game, Tennessee and Kansas City on CBS. I think the Titans are going to upset the Chiefs by the score of 27-24 by a late field goal. Next game, New Orleans against Atlanta. I think the Saints are going to crush the Falcons by the score of 35-7. The next game will be Cleveland against Pittsburgh. I think the Steelers are going to run over the Browns by the score of 42-10. Next game, Jacksonville at Philadelphia on Fox. I mean CBS. I think the Eagles are going to beat the Jaguars by the score of 20-14. The next game is Oakland and the New York Jets on CBS. I think the Jets are going to annihilate the Raiders by the score of 30-7. The next game, Cincinnati and Baltimore on CBS. I think the Ravens are going to beat the Bengals by the score of 20-17 in overtime. The next game, the New England against Miami, 1 p.m. on CBS. That game's going to be called by Greg Gumbel and Trent Green. And I think the Patriots will beat the Dolphins by the score of 32-14. The next game, these are 4:25 games on Fox because CBS doesn't have any late games because they have to carry the U.S. Open tennis for the final time ever. 4 p.m. games, San Francisco against Dallas, 4:25 p.m. This game will be called by Joe Buck and Troy Aikman and Ellen Andrews. San Francisco and Dallas. And I think the 49ers are going to beat the Cowboys by the score of 32-14. And another 4:25 p.m. game on Fox. The Carolina against Tampa Bay. I think an upset's in the making. I think Tampa Bay is going to beat Carolina by the score of 27-20. And the 8:30 game, the NBC game for Sunday Night Football is Indianapolis and Denver at 8:30. I think Denver's going to beat the Colts by the score of 28-27. And the Monday night games, a doubleheader. The 7:10 p.m. Monday night game, the New York Giants against the Detroit Lions. Upset. I think the Lions are going to beat the New York Giants by the score of 30-14. And the late game at 10:20 p.m., San Diego against Arizona. This game will be called by Chris Berman. I think San Diego is going to upset the Cardinals by the score of 35-10. And that's about it on football games. And I hope you enjoy these predictions. I'll be doing these predictions every single week. I'll be back later for my third and final video blog of the night about the classic game show, What's My Line. I'll see you later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye now.